Well, I guess it kind of is looking like springtime a little bit. Hey, namaskar everyone, how are you? Hopefully everybody's been doing fantastic. Listen, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by and checking it out. I hope you're going to stick around. If you're already a subscriber, thank you and welcome back. As always, welcome back means we're on a new adventure. That means you're going to want to know where we are and what we're doing. I can help you out with that. Let's start at where we are. We are in Linesville, Pennsylvania. That's in Crawford County. Kind of borders the Ohio line. This was settled by Amos Line back in the 1800s. Now, it wasn't always called Linesville, Ohio. In the 1820, it was called Linesville Mill because that's how Amos settled this area. He had a mill here. Then it was known as Linesville Station. And then eventually in 1883, that's when they finally just called it Linesville. Now, what are we doing in Linesville, Ohio? Well, I wanted to show everybody, and I wanted to show you why the motto of this area is called "Where the Ducks Walk on Fish." Now, we'll explain that a little bit as we go further in the video, because things happened in the past and it's getting to where it used to be. But if you're ready for today's adventure, get off the couch, get ready, and let's go. We are right here. Right here. That is fantastic.
Oh shoot. Look at all of them. I think they're ready to kick my ass. Harden saliva.
You're okay. You're okay.
For watching my channel.
Jesus God, Mamma Mia, look what we got.
Shh. I said there's people still sleeping. Calm down. We're gonna go. We're gonna go.
I told you she was afraid of bridges.
Do not. Stop it now.
That is the starting point of the trail. I guess. I don't know. You can start at the beginning or you can start at the end. I don't think it matters where you start at. But wherever you start, that's your starting point. Oh, shit. That's why I tell you, if anybody's looking for an HJ, this is the spot. Take a sip. History.
Better Malanga.
All right. So I apologize if my voice is a little weird. This year has not been good for colds and just whatever's going on is going on. But I will say 3 years ago, I never used to get sick so much until I got that first COVID shot. I'm not one of those conspiracy guys about everything, but let me tell you, ever since I got that first shot, I've probably been the most sick that I've been in the past 20-something years. Okay? Now I feel fine and everything. I just got a cough, got you know, the allergies, just whatever's going on is going on. So I apologize if my voice sounds kind of weird. Now we know we're in Linesville, Ohio. Up, I see some shadows down there in the water. Now I know we know we're in Linesville, Ohio. Okay, a lot of geese out there, some ducks. Now, the motto of this area is called, as I explained, "Where ducks walk on fish." Well, this is the Pymatuming Reservoir. Now, it is man-made, and in the 1930s, I believe this was made. 1934, if I'm correct. It's 35, 36 feet deep, I believe. And now they're making a lot of noise. So we got some action going on in the video so far. At least it's a nice view. At least this is a nice view. Now, again, Pymatuming Reservoir, this is a pretty pretty big reservoir. It actually, some of it is in Pennsylvania, some of it is in Ohio. Now what they have here is a reservoir. I'm gonna walk, or a spillway, which we're gonna walk to, and I'm gonna show you. And that's where the motto became, where ducks walk on fish. Okay. The carp would all go into this spillway where we're gonna go down here. Thousands of them, just in this one spot. And the ducks and the geese would be in the same area, and it would seem like the ducks were just walking all over the fish because there were so many. But why was there so many? Because people would come here to feed the carp. So upon feeding the carp, see the shadows down there? There you can see the carp right here. Okay. So if you're afraid of fish, yeah, I hope you can see the shadow. I will get to that in a second. Let me explain some more things though. People would feed the carp, and the ducks would come over, and again they'd be fighting for the bread to eat and such, and that's why it would look like the ducks were walking on fish. So yeah, it's actually not too bad of a day out today. It's about 50 degrees right now. Yeah, hopefully we get to see some carp. Now in 2007, this area was all revamped. Like, this area wasn't here. Okay, this they built. This is I want to say new, but it's not new. But this is the parking lot that they built. They got a concession stand down there. And then past that concession stand is where we are going to walk to, and that is where the actual spillway is. If I have enough time, well, not if I have enough time, I will be going to the State Fish Hatchery, and we'll check out a couple things there. I think they have something really cool there that I'd like to show you. And it's actually just down the road too. Yeah, see, they see people, they know people are going to feed them. And here we go. Now, in 2008, they banned or stopped the feeding of bread to the fish because people were coming here and feeding the carp so much bread that they just banned that. You weren't allowed to feed them bread. You were allowed to feed them pellets though. Okay? Now, carp is an invasive species here. It's native to Asia. And by all these people feeding bread, and I'm talking people bags and bags and bags of bread, just feeding these carp like crazy, which was helping overpopulate the carp species. But I hear Mindy right now because she's afraid of fish. Here we go right here. I myself did bring some bread. Now, I told you they banned the whole thing of the bread feeding here, but as people do, they don't listen. You tell people not to do this or not to do that, don't feed the wildlife, guess what people do? They do the exact opposite. So they just gave up because people were bringing bread still. It just didn't work. So they actually, at the concession stand, when they are open, they sell bread for $1. So I think you can still get the pellets and still get the bread. I did bring bread with me to feed the carp. I bought a bag this morning, and I will feed them just so I can show you some of the feeding of the carp. I just think once this whole area here, this whole area of Linesville used to be nothing but a swamp. Kind of like Boardman, Ohio. Boardman, Ohio, everybody used to pass up Boardman, Ohio way back in history for Poland and Canfield because Boardman was just an ugly swamp. It was useless land. One more thing I was going to say about this feeding of the bread, it kind of reminds me of in Youngstown, Ohio, Mill Creek Park with the lily pond, and I did do a video on that, so go check that out. It's called They Found a What. So if you see that video, check it out, and it'll explain it. But that's what they were doing. They were bringing so much bread to the goldfish in that pond that it was just It was so bad for the ecosystem. See, there's the carp with the bread. Look at him.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna get I can't get a little closer, so I'm gonna stay here.
This is scary.
Let me have a couple of, let me have another one. There we go. Yeah, see, I did buy a loaf of bread to bring here. And, let's feed some carp here. It is neat.
No.
And I can see, you know, I can see why people want to feed them bread and stuff, but, yeah, they gave up on the, not feeding bread to the carp. Yeah, look at them all out there. Kind of reminds me of when I was a kid. We used to go to the golf courses in their ponds. We would go get golf balls out of the water and resell them to some of the golfers, and there would be carp in these. Look at them. Hopefully that's coming out on video, because it's hard for me to see this screen. Yeah, those are big, right? Now this lake is a reservoir, if you want to call it. It has a lot of cool fish. Really good for fishing. Really known for fishing. A lot of muskie, a lot of largemouth bass, perch, obviously carp. Now you might be asking about the spillway. We're gonna walk down that way, and when we come back, maybe we'll feed these guys again on the way out of here, so you can see that again. Yep. This is the Linesville Spillway area. Now we'll keep walking down here, but you see everybody has their bread. And now what happened in 2000, I want to say 2017. 2017 they had a koi herpes virus came, and that only affects koi and carp, and it killed a lot of the population of the carp, but mostly on the western side, which would be that way, and they didn't find any on the eastern side. So when we walk over here to the spillway, I'll explain what's coming back, what you would have seen. To be honest, I'll be surprised if we see any down in this spillway. But it is still early spring, so I don't know what their habits are. But yeah, all this was new in like 2017. They revamped this area up. That's cool. Fishing pole. That's like their little, of course I don't think they're ready to open yet. Now here, let me see if I can find, there's the carp. Here's all the cars way back in the day. And we're gonna get to that area because there's where the spillway is. That's where we're walking to. Look at all the bread here. I told you, bread for feeding ducks and fish at Spillway. They were feeding them so much. Yeah, here's the spillway. Now, see what's on this side. Okay, yeah, they have a lot of stuff here. You can see eagles over here in this area. Some nice camping in this area. There's the carp. Yeah, it's kind of sad though, because that virus killed off a lot of the carp. And I see the spillway from here. There it is down there. And that's where you would usually find everybody feeding the carp. It is a nice day outside though. Look at that water. Not real cold. Of course, I'm a little wimp, and I really like my 80-degree weather. Yeah, here's the concession stand. Bread to feed fish, $1. And like I said, In 2008, they stopped that. You weren't allowed to feed bread, but everybody was feeding them anyway.
Good job.
Nice little area though. Birds are out. Okay, let's walk. Let's keep walking down this area. See, this is what happens though. This is what happens. People start overfeeding, and you see all the bread just hanging out here. And the main reason was because it was helping the population grow, and again, invasive species. Well, here's some right here. Here's some more carp. So, see there, the population is good over on this side. Like I said, the virus didn't affect the fish over on this side, but look at that one. Look at that one right there. He took the whole piece. Look at that. What a pretty fish, right? Look at that. See, he comes up here and he gets that thing. Here comes one, I think. Here comes one. Here they go. Look at that. Oh. Okay, let's walk down. Yeah, I don't like seeing that though. That's one thing I don't like seeing, is all that bread just just sitting there. It screws with the water, I think. Of course, this is a big reservoir. I was talking about the Lily Pond and Mill Creek. That's a small little lake, another man-made lake, and it really screwed with the ecosystem of that pond, and it was dredged and everything else. But I'm glad to see there's still carp left. But let's go over to the spillway. It's really cool. It's really neat, and I actually think, not we get in here, I'll show you. Yeah, there's none. They're slowly coming back though.
But where are they?
There's some there, and there's some down along that rail.
Coming back from where though?
Well, in 2000, what was it, 2017, most of them were killed from a virus, so they're slowly coming back.
We were here in 2019.
Not on this side. Not on this side. That would have been the side. So yeah, I'm surprised there wasn't any here either. Like, I thought there would have been some.
Yeah,
So yeah, I was real surprised. Now here is the spillway. You would have came here, which I really would have liked to show everybody the full potential of this spillway here. Again, a lot of people ain't down here feeding either, so maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. It just seems like all of them are over there now. This whole area right here would be filled with carp. I'm talking filled. You would look down here, you would hardly see water. You would see carp. It was that many carp in here. Ducks walking on fish. The ducks and the geese would be mixed in there with them, so it would be look like they were walking on each other. But yeah, I don't know why there is no carp over here. Get a better view of the area here. Yeah, this would be in that one picture I shown you on that sign. This is where everybody was standing looking. But yeah, there is not one carp over here. Not one. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's too early in the springtime, which I would want to say no. You know what? Let's go over here for a minute. Let's go over here for a minute. Yeah, here's the other area here. Then it goes out to the other side. Huh. All right. Let me try to crawl back over here now. Okay. There's some birds flying out. Yeah, not one. Not one, but I was out here. I wanted to take a ride out here, so I figured I'd make a video anyway. But yeah, to my surprise, no carp over in here. Now, the town boasts that this is the second most popular tourist attraction in Pennsylvania, second to the Liberty Bell. I'm gonna say no to that, but it is pretty cool. I actually do suggest you take a ride if you're ever in the area to stop and check this out. I will say this is the first time I have ever been here and no carp, no fish over here. So I'm really, you heard it, even those women said the same thing. There's no fish. I don't understand it, but yeah, if you're ever in the area, come and check this out, because maybe they'll come back again. Maybe it's too early. Maybe it's because not a lot of people are coming here to feed. I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. Walk back up right in the mud. Walk back up over here. There was a little, I seen a little looked like a perch floating in there, swimming in there. Yeah, you wouldn't even have to look for them. This just would look like no water would be in here whatsoever. It'd look all like fish. So whatever happened. I don't know. I know the virus took a lot of them out. So I don't know. But let's go, let's head back. Yeah, none. Let's head back to where we parked. And yeah, see, there's not even no carp grabbing this spread over here. So we'll walk back over and we'll take a drive down the road when we get back, and I'll show you the hatchery. See some shadows, so the carp are down in there still. There's a carp right there. See all of them right there? Got a couple pieces of bread. Let's see. Let's see if we can get some up here. It's almost like they're not interested right now. Probably, I don't know. Yep, here comes one. Let's go back to this corner. Yeah, nice area though. Yep, there's one out there getting a piece. Yeah, so again, I wish I could show you what that looks like when it's filled. I don't know. I just took a drive today, so I figured, you know what, I'll do a video on Linesville, and surprise, surprise. But maybe before you, well, you can come out here anyway. You see that there's still carp out here, and you can still feed the fish. Look how big they are.
That one's got something.
Yeah, it has some algae or something.
Just the ick.
Wow. Yeah, so if you maybe you can Google online and maybe read some of the reviews before you come out here to see if maybe the fish did start coming back over there. And I know it's hard to imagine now, but I think, and I'm pretty sure that there have been people in the old Spillway, because this wasn't, like I said, this stuff wasn't here, whatever. And if you would see the amount of carp that was in that area, it would scare it would creep you out. But there have been a few people that actually have fell in it. No, they didn't get hurt or anything, but that's, man, I mean, just, you know, when you see the carp all floating here, just imagine thousands of them and falling into them. So yeah, that's the Spillway. I don't know when this starts opening. I would probably say what, next month or so this stuff will start opening back up. It'll get busy. Now if I do come back out here again, which I live close to this, I'm out here quite a bit. If I come out here again and I see the carp back in that area, maybe I'll post a short and put on there so you can see. But if you're not far from here, man, make a trip. It is a really cool experience when they are all out. And it's nice and a little windy today, but nice scenery. Nice scenery. Yeah, this bread would usually just be gone. They would eat it so fast. It doesn't even seem like the ducks are really eating them. See, they get overfed. And I don't know. I didn't see any machines for the pellets either. Usually they have a couple machines that you can get the pellets to feed. Yeah, see, the bread is just, you know, somebody throwing pitas in there and stuff. So let's go down here to where they were again. Let's see if we can, there's some carp over here. Let's see. See if we can get them up there. There we go. There we are. There we are. Couple more. Let's see if we can get them up here again. There's some over here too. Let's get these ones. There's a group right there. A lot of them. No, I do see there is a lot over here. I can see all the shadows. There's this head coming up. Okay, well, not as an exciting video as I wanted to do. I wish the fish would have been over there, because that's where they got their motto, where ducks walk on fish. But you know what? I got to show you the area. You know what to expect when you get here, and hopefully if you come here, that'll be back to normal. I don't know why they're not there. It's crazy. But we're not done. I'm gonna drive on over to the fish hatchery, and we're gonna go check that out. They have something really, really cool there that is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So let's head on over that way. Okay, we made it to the fish hatchery, and this is one part of the Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission area. Biosecure location. All right. Okay, so this is right down the road from the Spillway. Mile tops, same side even. So yeah, this is where, what's that? Oh, this, well, she said this is where nightmares happen. Mindy is afraid of fish, so she didn't really want to come here. But yeah, this whole area over in there, and even up there when you go up this road, they have some other ponds and stuff up above that. Here's actually a map of yeah, the culture ponds and such up here. Parking, because here we are. Yeah. Let me back this up so you can see. They are open 7 days a week. That's kind of cool. That's kind of neat. Yeah, see all the, you know, I mentioned the walleye, I mentioned largemouth bass, bluegill trout, and what they do here is they collect the egg, and we'll see that when we get in there. They collect the eggs here, they hatch them, they grow them, and then they release the fish into what a certain lake or river needs, is what they do here. But see, so even though it didn't plan out the way I wanted to at the Spillway, you still get to see. It's still a day trip. You know, it's still a fun little day trip here. How you doing? Good. So it's still a fun little day trip, and I like to keep the this channel's informative. So you know what's going on. If you watch, it's like, hey, I was thinking about going up there. You know, you see my channel. Oh, there's no fish in that area. You know, but you can still see what's going on, and I gotta tell you what's going on. So let's start here. The rattlesnakes. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of when I was doing the video in West Virginia at one of the old locks, and there was a rattler up in up above the door jamb, and I still think about that. I actually was thinking about that early this morning. He could have striked at me anytime he wanted to. That would have been something. Snakes of Pennsylvania. I used to like going when I was a kid. I always did trips. We always did little road trips, and I used to, a lot of those rest areas and stuff that you would go to would give you these maps. My walls would be covered with maps and like posters like that and such. But we'll walk around, and I want to say this was closed for a while when COVID hit. This was closed. And I don't know if it was last year. Last year, they finally reopened it, and I think they have an open house too. You might want to check the website for it and see if they're going to have an open house. But yeah, here we go. 1939, it was established. Oh, some old reels and tackle. I like the old tackle. Wow. That looks like the Spillway right there, but I don't, yeah, it is. It is, but it looks like they had a guard on it or something there at one time. See up there? There's a little postcard of where we just were. And you see how many fish they portray that's in there? That's what usually happens with the fish. Right there, where ducks walk on the fish. See that? There's everybody looking in it. And that's what usually happens. Again, informative channel that I have, and it's not what I planned, but it is what it is. So over at the you work here?
Yeah.
Oh, so over at the Spillway, why aren't there no carp there right now?
I'm actually not sure.
Okay.
I do work here today.
Okay,
but
I was just wondering.
No, yeah. I'm from the Hatchery. So.
Oh, okay. Usually it's filled, and I didn't know if
Yeah.
it was still from the disease that happened years ago.
I'm not sure.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, you're all right. I just wondered because I didn't see any actual in the Spillway. They were out, but.
I got you, yeah.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.
Paddlefish. Yeah, see out there's some more of the culture ponds out there. We will be coming up to Mindy's favorite part of the hatchery pretty soon. But I'm gonna keep everybody in suspense. I'm not gonna go over to that area yet. Well, no, you know what? I can, but there's another wall over there I want to check out for everybody. Just show you what's going on in here. We're not going to be going on a floor, but this looks like part of an open house that they had, or some kind of maybe kid event, which I'll be able to show you the area when I get down there. Don't know if anything's in there or not. Doesn't look like it. Well. Look at this. Look at this, everybody. This is a 10,000 gallon tank with fish. And this is what I'm telling you. This is the cool part of this place. So I'll talk while I show you everything. Look at that. Look at them. Oh, that's cool. And I will take you down below, so we will be able to look through some of those windows down there that you see. Now, if you watch my channel, you'll notice that a lot of the things that I do, not all of them, but a lot that I do, are free things. And the reason I like that, well, is because it's free. No. Growing up, I had a lot of kids. You know, I wasn't rich at the time, and so we looked for free things to do, fun, free things to do. And this is definitely one of them. This is one of those little weekend road trips. You get up, hey, let's go for a ride somewhere. Now, it is cold right now, but if it was warmer weather, you come out here with the family, go to the Spillway. Hopefully things get back to normal there. Feed the fish, come here, check this place out, go fishing, go to the beach. There's a, I don't think it's open right now, but there's a brewery. Man, I keep thinking of the one brewery in Warren, Ohio. What's the name of the brewery that's over here? Do you remember? I'm gonna look, hold on a minute, I'm gonna look it up, but we'll, can't think of the name of the brewery. Okay, let's go look over here. Huh. I'm looking for the darn brewery name. Bear with me here, so I'm gonna give you stuff to. Oh, he's neat. Little turtle there, or is that a tortoise? That's a turtle. Oh, okay. I was talking about Mortal's Key. So maybe if you didn't have your kids with you and you're with, you know, your special someone, whatever, you go to Mortal's Key, because I think they have beer and I think they have wine there too. They used to have a winery right next door to it. So yeah, you could have a little, you know, nice little day trip up in here. Yeah, I wish I knew what was going on at the Spillway though. Look at that. Wow, imagine catching that on the line. Oh, cool, huh? It's one thing I have not caught in my years of fishing. Of course, I haven't fished as much as I wanted to in the past years, but never caught a muskie. I like these old motors here. Some more snakes. Milk snake up there. Oh, see, I guess you can buy these, huh? Oh, cool. So you can buy those. So, yep, that's kind of cool that you can buy those. And I think well, here's some other ones too. So that's cool if you're into posters and stuff like that. You know, informative posters. Those are kind of cool. And then I like this part too. Well, I'll do it from this way. I like these patches. Yeah, I like those patches. I don't know what happened to my old fishing vest that I had. I used to have a bunch of patches on it. I like that paddlefish one, 2003 paddlefish. And what's this over here? Raystown Lake. Wow. I've caught walleye before and I caught striped bass before. Look at that. Lake sturgeon up there. Okay, I think it's time for me to take you downstairs. Yeah, like I said, I like doing these like little free roadside trips like this, and I would call this a roadside attraction, you know, especially the Spillway part. But again, hopefully that gets back to normal. Hopefully that gets back to normal, and maybe it's just too early not to see them. But you watch the video, you know what to expect. What are these? Trail guys. That looks nice out there though, right? Okay, let's go down here. Check this out. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Check that out, how long that is. Something smells fishy. All right, check this out. Here is the tank. Oh, check that out. Man, that's awesome. Look at that. Wow. Makes you want to dive in there, doesn't it? How cool. I think there's a carp over here too. You'll be able to see him from another window. Look, he's got his mouth open up there. Look how big it is from the side. Wow. Jeez. Some of these are big, huh? There's a carp over there. Look at that. Look at that cat. Wow. Look how big he is. Look at how big he is down there, the catfish. Wow. There he is over there. I think he's going up there somewhere. No? There he is. Ah! There he is. Look at that. Sweet. Where's that big carp at? He's over there. Yeah, let me show you. This is let me get these in here for you, because this is where it all happens with all the eggs. It's where they hatch the eggs, get the eggs, hatch the eggs, raise them, and then they put them in the little ponds and such. Yeah, as always, pause on it and you can read it. I think during the open house you're allowed down there. So yeah, those are all the tanks where they collect the eggs and such. I think, yeah. Cool, huh? Yep, down in there. So here's the bottom of the tank. Yeah, there's that carp over there against the wall. Pretty neat, huh? There's another carp. Wow. So yeah, that's there's some more posters of all the fish. So yeah, a little fun little trip here. So yeah, we'll make it back upstairs and let's go back up. If you go out this way, it just takes you out back, and I don't know if you can get back in that way. So yeah, cool little road trip today. Hope you liked the video. Again, wish I could show you what the Spillway really looks like. I don't know if I showed you these motors. That's cool. Man, that looks nice outside. I think this might be where I end my video then, right here. They have these, and always like those. Man, that's nice. There's that top again. So yeah, hopefully you liked the video. Wish I could have showed you more of what happens over the spillway, but is what it is. I don't know what the problem is over that way. But if you like a free little day trip, I think this would be it. A little warmer would be nice because you could just be in your t-shirt, wouldn't be as windy, you know, concession stand would be open or whatnot. Yeah, I think this is where I'll end it. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment. Always, I read all the comments and I try to answer them all or respond to every single one. And until I see you on the next adventure, wherever that may be, Arrivederci. Eagle.